At 80, Eric Clapton finally tells the truth about George Harrison, and what he revealed has left fans of both men stunned, because their friendship was one of the most complex, heartbreaking, and ultimately redemptive stories in rock history. Clapton, who has long been regarded as one of the greatest guitarists of all time, and Harrison, the quiet Beatle, whose spiritual depth and melodic brilliance shaped generations, were bound together not only by music but also by love, rivalry, and betrayal. For decades, fans speculated about the tension between them, especially after it became public knowledge that Clapton had fallen deeply in love with Harrison's wife, Pattie Boyd, inspiring some of his most iconic songs like Layla and Wonderful Tonight. Many assumed that such a betrayal would destroy their friendship forever, yet the truth Clapton has now admitted is far more profound. Harrison, instead of holding on to anger, chose forgiveness. Clapton revealed that he lived for years with guilt and shame, believing that his obsession with Pattie had cost him the respect of his closest friend. But Harrison's response was not rage but grace, even once jokingly introducing Clapton on stage as "my husband." That moment, Clapton said, captured the extraordinary depth of Harrison's character, a man who valued love, peace, and connection more than bitterness. Clapton admitted that he never stopped being haunted by the betrayal, even after marrying Pattie, and confessed that Harrison's ability to forgive him became one of the most powerful lessons of his life. After Harrison's passing in 2001, Clapton organized the Concert for George, a heartfelt tribute that brought together some of the greatest musicians in the world. But behind the music was Clapton's personal need to honor the man who had taught him the meaning of humility and friendship. At 80, Clapton has now confessed that he considers Harrison not only one of the most underrated musicians of his time, but also one of the greatest human beings he ever knew, someone whose quiet strength helped him through his darkest struggles with addiction, fame, and regret. What makes this revelation so powerful is that Clapton, who has often been criticized for arrogance and volatility throughout his career, speaks about Harrison with an uncharacteristic vulnerability, acknowledging that without Harrison's example of forgiveness, he might never have found peace with himself. Fans have long debated the complicated triangle between Clapton, Harrison, and Boyd, but Clapton insists that the true story is not one of rivalry but of love, messy, painful, but ultimately transformative. He admitted that while he and Harrison were forever linked by Pattie, their bond was far bigger than a love story. It was about two men who shared a deep respect and an unspoken connection that even betrayal could not destroy. At 80, Clapton's truth is a reminder that the legends we idolize are not gods, but flawed men who stumble, hurt each other, and still manage to find redemption. For Clapton, George Harrison will always be more than just a Beatle. He will be the friend who showed him that forgiveness is the highest form of love.